Hey y'all, what's up? It's Lauren and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would start off by reviewing City of Bones for y'all. I've recently just gotten back into YA. I'm loving it a little bit more. But you know, that doesn't mean I'm not branching out or anything like that. I don't know, it's just a good way for me to escape, you know, get into something different and look at different things. So yeah, fun fact. I picked up City of Ashes first, thinking that it was the first book in the series. Turns out I was wrong. And I didn't see that down here in this little oval right here. It said book 2. So the year that I got this, which I think was like 2015, 2016, I can't remember. But it's been sitting on my shelf for about like 2 years now. And I know that's sad, but life just happens. Anyways, I found it and I was like, let's just pick it up and read it. I went to Target, got this, and so finally I've picked it up and I read it. How do I start off? I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like the selection where I just had to have the next book, and I'm in no means comparing this to the selection at all, because they're two totally different books. I will say, you know, that the opinions that I share in this are absolutely 100% my opinions and not anybody else's. So if you don't share the opinions that I have, that's great. Please share them in a very kind, thoughtful way. It's just that. Anyway, so I liked it. I was impressed with it. I really, because it's different, and it kind of reminded me of Supernatural, which I love that TV show, by the way. And all of this is just so ironic, but the guy, Simon, who plays Clary's best friend in this, those of y'all who have not watched or read this book, there's a guy in here, his name is Simon, and he's a human, and Clary is, I believe it says Clary is a shadow hunter. She's part of the Nephilim, which are angels. And Simon he's a human, and he is very much, he's her best friend. And he reminds me of my guy best friend, because they're both sarcastic, they're both, you know, witty, trying to, like, you know, they just have this, like, attitude, and I just absolutely love it, because Simon is like my best friend friend's like this guy. And ironically enough, my best friend watches Supernatural. So I'm like, dude, you need to pick this up. You need to read it because it's you. I loved it. I liked Simon and Clary's relationship. I think the relationship that I was like shipping the most though was Clary and Jace. I know that's probably typical. You know, it is what it is. But I loved their kind of relationship in this. And then bam, at the end, something happened, and I'm not going to talk to you about it because I want y'all to read it and find out for yourselves. But yeah, so it kind of, something happened at the end that kind of made me want to like read into the next book to see what was going to happen and see how these characters were going to, you know, do their thing, and how they were going to sit there and get through this challenge that they've had. And I've enjoyed it. You know, it's kind of different from what I've read. I like her writing. You know, I don't have any complaints so far. I have only read the first book. I didn't read, like, and I'm about, how far along? According to Goodreads, it says I'm 64% of the way finished with City of Glass. I mean, not City of Glass, City of Ashes. And I'm liking that so far, too. Yeah. I like it. I don't love it, like a lot of, you know, my YouTube counterparts, but I will say I do like the cover. I am picking up the original, like, editions of them because of the fact that I kind of would like to have the original editions. I've seen people with their bookshelves and they've had these pretty editions on their shelves, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to be part of that too, you know, I want to get the pretty ones. So I did. Not saying that the new editions aren't pretty, because they are, but I just wanted to get these. But yeah, I like it, and I really like her use of words and her metaphors, her usage of metaphors, and I really like it. And I feel like she's put forth a lot of research into this, and I think it's a unique and creative idea having these tattoos, you know, on these teenagers basically, and having these teenagers deal with very, very, very adult problems, and I just appreciate that. I think it's really interesting where she's going with it, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do next with it. She definitely has surprised me in City of Ashes as well. But yeah, I'm liking it. I do have some favorite characters. Clary is my favorite. I like Isabel. Surprisingly enough, I don't like the catty girls, but I really like Isabel. I think she's a bad A, and she's really cool. Magnus. Let's talk about Magnus for a little bit. I think Magnus is so sassy, and for some reason, I love him. I don't know why, but I do. There's something about Magnus that I'm just absolutely crazy about. And I like something that happens in this book and in the next one. But yeah. And then of course I love Simon. Simon will always have this special place in my heart because of the fact that I picked up a book, and it was like the first time that I've ever picked up a book that I've always like associated somebody with that person, and that happened to me, my best friend, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, I texted him and I was like, you were just like this guy, you were just like this guy, and he's like, oh really, I'll have to try it out. So yeah, I loved it. I like her character development. Like I said, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I think, okay, writing style, better than the selection, story better than the selection, but like, I don't know, there was something about the selection that just, maybe it was just Maxon, I think it was Maxon, that really just kept me going with that series, but, I don't love it right now. I'm still trying to get into it. So yeah, jury's still out on, like, you know, how I feel. I did give it a 4-star, I think, on, Goodreads. I'm trying to think, but yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far, and I really liked the first one, but I really kind of wanted to see her get more into the world of, like, shadow hunters and demons and everything, and so we kind of got to see her just get a little, you know, she just dipped her toe in it, and I kind of like that, but I like it more, you know, in the fact that in City of Ashes we get to see a lot more of the supernatural stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be a short film, I mean a short video, because I don't have much to say. Is there anyone else that I really liked? Is there anyone that got on my nerves? Alec kind of got on my nerves. Hodge. I don't know how I feel about Hodge either. Yeah. Luke. I like Luke. He's pretty cool. Her mom hasn't really been a central part of the plot, so I really don't know how I feel about her mom either, but, well, I mean, yeah, she kind of has, but still, I like it. I really do. I really like the whole entire, like, idea of the vampires and the werewolves and Nephilim and angels and, you know, all those things compiled together. I really liked all of that stuff. I thought that was really cool, like the supernatural stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting. And I like how it's, you know, a teen kind of spin on it. So it's not as heavy as like Supernatural is, but it still is pretty heavy. So I liked it. I don't really have much else to say about it. I think I might have more. I should have done a double review on City of Bones and City of Ashes, because I'm reading City of Ashes right now, and I have a little bit more to say about that than I do this. You know, like I said, so far, I like it. Enough for me to buy the next two in the series, which is City of Glass and City of Fallen Angels, which I have, like, in here. But, I mean, you know, I like the series enough to keep up with, you know, to keep reading it. It's just taking me a little while to get through it. I mean, I am writing, I'm doing other things, etc. So, you know, it's just taking me a little time to get through it, but I'm excited about it still. Let's talk about my writing really quickly. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, but if y'all do, y'all will know that I have finished my first book. And I'm on part 2 of it. I jumped right into part 2 right after part 1. I was like, no, we're not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. So that's what I did. I kept going. And I'm also writing another book on the side, and they're two totally completely different, like, entities. So yeah, I might talk to y'all and share with y'all a little bit about what these 3 projects are about. If y'all would like to hear more about it, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about writing. I am about halfway through the part 2 of the first book that I wrote, like 2 or 3, like, that I finished, and then I'm not even part way through with the other project. It's just taking me a lot longer, because I'm having a hard time trying to get into the mental space, you know, the head space, and it's more mentally taxing and emotionally taxing than this part 2 is. So yeah, but if y'all want to find out more information or anything, or if y'all want me to do a writing video, like, you know, talking about the book that I wrote, talking about my characters, the plot, etc., let me know down below. I'd love to talk to y'all about it. I'd like to talk to y'all about part 2, and maybe even my idea for the project that I'm working on the side as well. So just, you know, comment down below, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell down over here. And that way you'll be notified as to when I upload new videos. You know, I have an Instagram, a Twitter, and Goodreads. All 3 of them, you can find me on there as Liv Loves Books 17. I post, you know, new video updates. I post extra stuff that y'all won't see on the channel. So, yeah, follow me on those. I tweet a lot, and heck, you know, if I get enough people, I might even do a Q&A. You know, let me know what y'all want to see, and I will definitely, like, try and upload more videos now that I've, you know, gotten some stuff in my personal life figured out. So, yeah. Other than that, I think I'm going to call it quits today. Y'all have a good day. Bye.